Hello, my gorgeous, beautiful friends. Welcome everyone to my channel. It's Marta here. I hope you are doing very good. I missed you quite hugely, I have to say, and I'm delighted to be back to studio to share with you some mixed media fun today. How many of you remember this canvas? We've done that probably over a year ago with few other background canvases, and I was thinking it's high time to actually finish it up and also use recycled items, kind of like rubbish maybe in a way, like this butterfly. It's a part of belt. It's a little bit broken, as you can tell, but that's okay. Let's use recycle elements. Let's try to be eco-friendly. Some old plastic elements, some wooden bits and pieces, and I also have some mediums here, but also we have some leftover lace that Emily have collected from cleaning my drawer. So I'm thinking to use these all here today. We're gonna probably start by grabbing some of these lace because we're gonna do a little bit of mixed media background, kind of 3D-ishy feel to it. I think we shall see. We have tons of lace here, and I think it's great to go back to it, to try to really use it, to recycle what we have. We have plenty gorgeous flowers as well, and extra noises. Oh, I love that very, very much. So how about grabbing a gel medium? I'm using mediums from Little Birdie. As you probably know, I'm sure you know, everyone knows it because I've said it like tons of times. Little Birdie has USA store and they do ship worldwide, so feel free to check it out. Grab coupon code from I think it's Marta5 if you use coupon code, and you can have extra 5% off. So use that, guys, especially that there are really affordable mediums, from gel mediums, gessos to metallic paints, waxes as well. I think it's a fantastic way. Now these actual lace, I had them all over the place, and only last week I have said it's time to tidying up, and Emily came over and she helped me a bit, so that was amazing. She sat down here with me and she was like rolling the lace and all, so that was great help. So yes, finally it's done. Oh, I love the look so very much. Now one thing, it's gonna be a little bit probably difficult, so I'm gonna grab it here. I'm gonna go with on top of, yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do, add some gel medium here. Now what you can do if you don't have gel medium, well, you can use hot glue gun if you have, you can use 3D gel medium, you can try to use Mod Podge, you can try to use, what else you can use, school glue, you may try that, but it is getting harder and harder to stick with the elements, like 3D elements, to stick it with regular glue, because it may just not hold long enough or good enough. So it's great to invest in basic mediums like gel medium, gesso, white gesso, black gesso, transparent gesso, yeah, and maybe some metallic paints for color, and maybe some waxes for highlighting. That would be your kind of base. But yet again, if you don't have it, that it's okay too, because it's not that you have to have it to make mixed media or art. No, you don't actually. You know that. I keep on saying to you that use what you have, because it's super important. And not feel obliged that you have to have what I have. Use what you have, enjoy what you have, learn if you like this type of craft, and then maybe invest in extra things, then purchase things that you may actually like and enjoy and use. So probably at first find out if this is your cup of tea, if this is something that you like. Now I'm trying to see how I'm gonna place it. Lovely, I like that. So we have this. Now I am thinking about black gesso plate today, which would be so amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry this all and cover it up with black gesso, so it will be so much easier, because if I'll start to add elements like here and there, it will be hard to get with the black gesso in the grooves underneath the elements. So I'm gonna dry this, cover it up with the black gesso, and I'll be right back to you. This is nearly dry, so I'm gonna start off with the actual letters, covering the letters first, and then I'm gonna move on to my lace. I have dried it a little bit, but it's not yet as dry. Now, if you're wondering what the letters are because you haven't seen the actual original video how it was made, these are stickers, 3D foamy stickers. I'm sure that you may find in your stash plenty things like stickers, for example, that you don't use, you hoard them, you don't know what to do with them. Here is your answer. Use your stickers for building a background. I think it's a great idea, especially if you have things that you don't like the color. Here I do have it in white indeed, but you may have colors that you don't necessarily like and you don't know how to use them. You can actually color them out. This is black gesso from Little Birdie. It's great because it's not that thick. In this particular case, I like it because I can easily jump in between the grooves and easily cover it up the surface, and it's very easy to actually go in between and also just cover the surface much faster because it's just less thick. So it's more like a watery paint, I would nearly call it. Is black gesso a necessity in your stash? I think for start, no. But if you're into mixed media, I think it's amazing because you can achieve a beautiful effect. Excuse me, it's early morning, so my voice is still asleep. You can achieve wonderful effects when you have highlight of black underneath it, picking through your texture when you're trying to highlight with the metallic waxes or metallic paints. It is something that you may want to consider if you're into mixed media and all. But as a start, like a total start, I'd say it's not that you have to have it. But what I love about Little Birdie is that they do have affordable prices. You'd be surprised how much the mediums cost, and if you even maybe share shipping with someone, as in make shopping with a friend or someone, you may share the cost of order and even grab a free shipping, because they do have free shipping over X amount of money. And if you look at what's in there, you may actually find it quite good deal. So now I'm gonna dry this, and while this is still a little wet, I will dry it all and come back to you with the rest of the coloring part. Back to you. This is kind of semi-dry, so I'm gonna gently start adding the black. Especially it's gonna be tiny bit more difficult to do it with the actual lace. I wanted to as well say that in case you don't know Little Birdie brand, I know them very well for quite some time actually. I remember first time getting to know them, and I remember when I was pregnant and the owner Rashmi have reached out to me, and we've been chatting, and actually they sent me flowers to congratulate of me having Hannah. That was such a lovely gesture. They are Indian family run business, very much experience with a lot of many years on the actual market. But also what's amazing is they do employ plenty of rural women in India to work and make handmade flowers, because they're very much known for, I have them actually here, for example, handmade flowers, beautiful paper handmade flowers. So I like that initiative. They rewarded every year for, or most of the time, for actually bringing employment to fair employment to Indian women. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And if Indian friends are watching here, they would know Itsy Bitsy shops, and these are their shops as well. And they do have them all over India. It's not only craft shops, but it's like household items, all sorts of things, like probably something like a discount store. I hope I'm not mistaken, but that's of my understanding. So I think it's fantastic, and I have been looking at their journey as well. They've made such an amazing festival in India for families, like Fun Day 2 years ago before pandemic, and then obviously pandemic came around and have changed everyone's life to so much more different and difficult. But yes, I remember them doing classes on mixed media and all, inviting artists for those actual festivals. I wonder how many Indian friends is here watching this video. Please leave me a comment. It would be so amazing to actually hear from you. I know there is some of you. I know some of your faces, names as well. but it would be so amazing to know if you know Little Birdie, if you are actually their fan, do you know their shop and all. But yes, I think it's just fantastic to know sometimes the backstory, sometimes a little bit behind it. Both of them have, I mean, both Rashmi and Harish, both of them are very hardworking people, supporting as well artists. That's amazing, you know. I really like their initiative and their morals, kind of the way as they operate. So I like that. I really, really do. Yeah, a little bit of a backstory. So we known each other for quite some time, and also I have to say that it's not only that we like I know the brand, but I know owners personally and we're friends, which is lovely. It would be amazing to meet them, and we meant to meet. There were plans, but it just didn't happen because of the world situation. But yes, someday hopefully that would be amazing, isn't it? To meet up. Yeah, make a video from that meeting. Imagine this. You never know. Things may just happen. Look at this. Very well coverage, and it's so easy because the gesso. It's as I said, this gesso is actually fluidish, so it is easier to actually paint with it than if it would be thicker. So here it is. I'm trying to cover each end and all, but it's not that necessarily, because once we start going with other elements, it's gonna be not that super important. Okay, we need to leave this to dry, concentrate on what's next, and I'll be back because we will be adding more elements, I think more texture. I was thinking to try to use untypical objects. I have some wooden or some, this is actually plasticish objects. How about using them here somehow? I think it will be good. I don't know yet the plan, but let's try to have this. It can be good. I think it can be just nice because it will be great background starting point, kind of. So let's try that. I'm using gel medium. As I said, it's just so much easier if you use gel medium on the heavy objects like that. Quite a generous amount of it, guys. Quite a generous amount of that. Now, here is that. We could have a touch of lace as well. That is awesome, actually. Or a tiny flower on top, or 2 flowers on top. We'll see. Yeah, we could have that, isn't it? Or flower there, and a lace. Yes, why not? We could have this maybe. And I'm gonna try to glue it down, and I'm gonna try to have some other elements still attached, like the wooden elements. We shall see. So I'm building kind of 3D-ish composition. And I'm thinking that this is gonna be my focal point here. I don't know yet, but that's what I have been thinking. Tiny bit, tiny bit, something like that. So I may want to get this one here, adding the gel medium on the back of that lace. Not easy to do so, but we'll get there. Hannah is still on her summer camp. It's her 5th day today, and she has 1 more week and then break time. By the time you're watching this video, it's probably even September. I don't know when, maybe August. I don't know when I'm gonna publish this video. Today is, I'll tell you exactly, it's the 2nd of July. So that would be interesting to see when are you watching it. 2nd of July. Yes, exactly. So time is flying, and I'm pretty sure that I am. Oh, I love that. That can be so nice. I have no clue if I'm gonna attach this one here or if there will be any other focal point, but I like that there. Do you? I like that. Now I feel I need tiny bit more for this one, tiny bit more of gel medium, just so I have it really stuck to it. Yeah, tiny bit more, it felt better. Exactly. And tiny bit here, so they can all be nicely stuck on top of each other. Yes. Oops. There we go. Something like this. Awesome. Okay. Wow. Now that is lovely. That is a great beginning, great start. And we also have these. So either I'm gonna have, how about if we have like this one going here, this one going here, this one like that. I'm just trying out. This one going like this. Do I have more of these? Because that's quite cute. I think I do have some. These are like really old. I don't know where I have even purchased them. Can't remember really. I like that. I actually love that. No, to be honest, you know what? I'm gonna just glue this down, and I won't be waiting much longer for overthinking about it. It looks good to me, and I like the diamond shape all together. There we go. Is there some hairy hair? It is. It happens, sorry. It happens. How many of you it happens? I mean, it does happen all the time. So there we go. Now there we go. And we have also this one here going on. And there we go. That's Lucas came to the room. Which you probably heard. Emily's still asleep because teenagers and their sleep in summertime, it's they just sleep and that's it. I went to wake her up and she goes, "No, Mom, I'm not getting up." So, yeah. Oh, I love that so much. I really, really like that. How about... That is interesting a bit, isn't it? Oh, I love it, actually. So I'm gonna glue it down. Oops. Maybe the smaller one at first. There we go. Now. And like this. Wow. Now you're gonna say, Marta, why on earth would you do all of these elements underneath it to then cover it up? That's the beauty of mixed media, which I keep on kind of saying every time. That's how it works. That's how it is. This is a style or just how it is, because we all love when things are peeking through the actual from underneath it or something. So yes, this is how things are, you know, and this is the style that mixed media is known for, of building this texture, of creating layers. I love it. So we need this to dry now beautifully. We need this to dry, and we need this to then cover it up with black, everything with black, actual black gesso. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this to dry and I'll be back to you. And back to you. I was drying, and I was thinking, Marta, I didn't add any of these. So I'm gonna add some of those cabochons. I think they're just great. I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, it can be great there. Trying to figure out where to actually place this. So since we are gonna be painting this all in black, I may as well have these glued down already as well. So it'd be so much easier. I just need to figure out where to place these beauties. How about there actually as well? And the smallie maybe going somewhere there. Oops. Oh, sorry. There we go. Or maybe there actually. Oops. There we go. And then we have maybe one of these. Now let's see. Yeah, maybe here actually. and maybe here. Why not? And maybe one there as well. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous, I think. Really, really gorgeous. And how about here on top of these? Absolutely. It's just a little bit difficult to imagine and picture it when things are not necessarily there yet in terms of next steps and stuff. But that's okay. I love it. I really like that now. I think I'm gonna just have this one because that's more flat and just have it there. There we go. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave this now definitely to dry, and I'll be back to you for coloring part. Hello, 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 my friends. Welcome the next day. I'm covering up the rest of my canvas with black gesso. Everything is super dry, as you can imagine, because it has been drying for the whole night. So now it's time to cover this all up in black, and if I feel that any places need more of a coverage, I'm gonna go with the coat number 2. For now, everything looks super, super awesome. I'm gonna be back to you when everything is very much dry, and we're gonna jump in with coloring with our metallic paint. So let's see it in a second. One more thing I wanted to tell you: when you're covering such a large surface of a canvas, I think the best would be to get quite a big brush, but also soft one. And I like the flat brush. It helps me out very, very much. It's easier to jump into those grooves with when the brush is really nice and soft. As you can see, I'm really able to get into all these detailed surfaces and jump in with my brush. Sometimes on the plasticish elements, gesso may need second layer. It depends, so don't worry about that. And if I feel that, oh, I need some extra color, some extra black jumping in there, I'm gonna go over. Sometimes it's better to just go over with the second layer. Here I am back to you. My canvas is dry and very much dark, so it's great because we will have this beautiful contrast when we start adding the colors. I'm going to be using metallic paint and also metallic wax. At first the paint, then the wax, but you will see. And also we will do a little bit of white gesso at the end as well. I wish you to see the other colors of the actual metallic paints that little Birdie has. We got this one, it's more like, copper, I guess. This one is with the tint of kind of pink, I don't know. It's like tiny in the rosy color. If you can see, this is more red, gold, teal and silver. For today we're gonna jump in for this one, but also different colors of actually beautiful waxes, so please check them out because they really are beautiful. I have used, I have to say, these two colors already on another project that I've done for members. It was a tiny canvas. I'll show you maybe when it's finished, this one, so I'm not gonna spoil it. A kind of the look that I'm going for, and I loved it so very much that I said I have to repeat that actual exact color scheme. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. We are gonna be grabbing now a brush, a delicate brush, and we will be jumping in with going up and down, up and forward and up and down with the color here on the whole canvas, actually jumping in on the whole canvas. Now everywhere and in and out and all, yes, at some places things will not gonna be very much painted because it's too difficult to reach, and that's great because this is when the black will speak out and stand out, so that we can actually have the beautiful contrast that we will be going for in the end. So you will see it for yourself. So I'm going really everywhere on the whole canvas, very delicate, smush it, smush it, smush it, smush it. I'll take this, maybe pick it up, smush it, smush it, smush it. There we go. We will probably be going maybe with the second layer or so. There you go. And I'm not too much adding of a paint on my brush. I'm taking my time, you know. I really do take my time to make sure that it's nice and even everywhere and all. There we go. There we go. Taking my time. Then when it's finished and when it's dry, we're gonna jump in with the wax, and it's gonna be the the wow beautiful effect that we will create with that. You will see it for yourself. Now let's have this one here happening. I think I'm gonna jump in and gently dry this out, and I'll be right back for the second layer. Okay, layer number 2. So let's jump in with the more of this beautiful copper color. Layer number 2, you can hear Hannah and Lucas, they went outside for a walk and play, so I can finish off this project. I'm not trying to jump in the grooves. I really don't mind, and I really wish the grooves to stay black. So I'm concentrating on the pieces that really stands out more than the actual grooves. So the grooves should stay actually black. So let's keep them black. So that's gonna be for the good contrast. So it's gonna speak out even nicer when we start adding the other color. And there we go. There we go. Let me just grab even more of these now. Great. Okay, I think I'm gonna dry this. I think it's looking fabulous. Fabulous. Maybe even more, because I've been kind of gentle with the color pick. I didn't pick too much of a paint. It's beautiful copper color. Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. I totally get it, totally love it. Probably from all these colors my favorite, but they are all very pretty, so it's depending on your liking, I guess, I suppose, isn't it? So there we go. Touch here, touch there. No, now there we go. And even more. Wow. Wow, very coppery. Very much. Okay, let's dry this, and I'll be right back to you. Hello, back to you 2 days later. It's evening time, and it's time to finish up this beauty. Gorgeous canvas, fully dry, obviously after 2 days, and time to add another color. Maybe a little bit of a surprise that this will match. I promise it will be gorgeousness. I have used this exact color combination in a project already. This project was made for members, and I truly loved it so much that I said I am gonna use it now together. So that's the plan. On the first look, you'll be thinking, really, seriously, like probably what even maybe works, maybe this should work better, or maybe even this. I'm telling you, it's gonna be gorgeousness. There are different colors of waxes on the little Birdie site, and they are really inexpensive, great quality for the price. So please feel free to check them out. And if they're out of stock, they will be back. Of course they will. But yes, you can only imagine that sometimes things may be gone due to maybe recommendations from videos. So sometimes it's good to check them out regularly, I hope. Now let's jump in. Let's dive into this coloring. I am using my finger. I think that's just how I like doing it, but if it's any easier for you to use with the brush or something, no problem. Now you will see it for yourself that we will still have the actual gorgeous this bronzy kind of color, this coppery look. We will still have it, but also we will certainly keep some both mix of this bronzy color and the blue one. And at the end, when I'm gonna finish with this blue now, I will be doing a little bit of white. And this is gonna be adding this final touch, this gorgeousness look that will just be wow. I have to say, when I done the other project that I have just mentioned earlier, I wasn't too convinced and fully like, but I'm always open up for challenge, for seeing different things, for checking things out, why not, learning and all. And I was amazed, and you will see it. I hope you will like it as much as I love it too. We will add some dry gesso ink with the white at the end. It's gonna be amazing, and it's already looking beautiful. Look, it's like this vintagey old looking project that has this coppery touch in it. So I think it's really gorgeous, beautiful. I probably maybe it will be easier to just lay it down flat. So we have like, I like the smell of these waxes, I have to say. I really do like them. Now there are different colors. If you, I hope I showed them to you on the other videos. If not, I may quickly open them up so you can see it for yourself. Maybe that's what I will do. This is like a greeny kind of, this is like bluishy, greeny-ishy, silverishy. That's more silverishy. Then we have this gorgeous pinky purple. We have the coppery kind of goldy look. We have this beautiful greenery and even more like, oh, I just love them. They seem to be similar, but they really are different. They really are different. Each of them, it's absolutely gorgeousness. Whatever works best for you. I'm sure you could try it out on this color. Any other waxes, I think. I just love this one. I think it's really, really beautiful. But well, no, I do like them all. I think we should be back to more often. I know that you have asked me, Marta, why don't you play with mixed media more? So now I'm promising you here we'll be back to more often this feel of the actual mixed media heavy projects, the actual process to be a bit longer, more advanced in terms of time consuming, and also here it is. I love it. I'm gonna dry this. Like, this is dry, but I'm gonna kind of heat it up just to be sure that it's like very well done, very well dried and all. And I'm gonna add tiny bit even more bluey in some places, so it's gonna be even more blue. It's beautiful. You can see that the copper is kind of peeking through, and I love that. Totally love that. Okay, guys, I think I will dry this and be literally back to you. Look at this shine. Beautiful. Let me dry it. Our canvas is ready to be painted, to be highlighted. That's exactly what we will be doing. Dry gessoing means painting with gesso just to highlight the elements, especially those that stand out more. And I like to use my lid for the gesso actually, so that I can just have some paint, some gesso going on in my brush, but not too much. I'm using flat, quite big brush, I have to say, and soft one actually as well. Okay, so I'm gonna be using flipping motion so that I can have, there we go. So this is all nice and kind of white, but also delicate, so it's not overwhelming with that white and all. Now there we go. I'm certainly concentrating my powers on those pebbles, on those round elements, because they will just look the greatest when they be highlighted, and I think we need even more. And also trying to go in some sort of composition, so kind of on this side a bit more, on this side maybe top and bottom. So not everywhere, but just in places. And it's good to dry it in between. If you feel that it's not going any more white, that's okay. It's good to just grab your dryer and just dry it a little bit more, so it's nice and dry with the first layer, and then maybe go back, grab some more gesso, have it all in the lid or in some plate, whichever it's easier, and jump in back to the same spots where we have been adding it already, to make it even more white, more highlighted. I'm going everywhere, tiny bit, but certainly some of the areas to be far more white than others, especially now that I feel that, oh, it's good as it is. So let's concentrate definitely just on a few more spots that could be more white. So let's dry that. It will allow us, it will help us to do a little bit of a little bit of more of a whiteness. There we go. Even more white. Try to not use too much of gesso. Try to take your time when coloring. There we go. So I'm concentrating where the pebbles are, on this side especially. On those sides, there we go. Super. And here as well. And kind of go back several times. Don't be afraid to go back several times, especially that some of the places will just look really, really nice if we just go back, and the bigger whiteness. It's like frosted look that we're gonna have, isn't it? And kind of the more you work with your brush, I guess the nicer effect you will achieve. Because it's all about persistence. It's about just jumping in with repetitive moves, so it would allow us to, and you can see that the brown, it's still lovely dark, and even black, still the black gesso, it's peeking through, and we have this gorgeousness contrast. I absolutely love. Now in the meantime, I have fussy cut some of the elements just to see if I'll match it up. Maybe I'll do something else. I'm not too very sure. I shall see, but I like it. I do like it, just not too sure what's next. I have to think about it. Let me dry this on. Back to you. I think I have found a perfect finish to this canvas. I have used some papers from Antiquario paper set, which is from my store as well. It's my designed paper pad. I also have used free digital papers. This is part of it. This is where the freedom comes, and you can check the link below the video. I'm not too sure if you can hear Hannah coughing. It's the middle of the night, and she has a bad cough. Hopefully tomorrow she wakes up in a better form. And also, where did I finish? Oh yes, the door is coming from this actual paper pad, as you can probably tell. Then we have from digital papers different wings, and I have been trying them out. And also these two elements are also from the Antiquario paper pad. If you're curious, check them out. Now let me just show you what I have been thinking to do. I really felt like, wow, this could be it. So something like this in the middle. Now, I do cover up a lot of elements that I was hoping they'd be visible, but it is what it is, guys. We just have to, not we have to, but it's good for you to understand, for those who are in a doubtful position towards mixed media and the layers and all. It's just how it is. It's just the beauty of mixed media. We create the layers, just not too sure how they're gonna afterwards appear, and that's fine. Instead of worrying about them, oh, I covered the gorgeous lace, oh well, but something is peeking through there, teensy beansy, and it does look lovely. This is maybe too obvious, then we have teensy beansy something. Look, it is how it is, and I think, yeah. Just trust me, once you start mixed media, once you start covering things up, you will love it more and enjoy and understand. So I'm doing a tiny bit of a collage, so it's like a building, but I don't know if it's a building. I have been adding like these wings, and I like them. Then I had these as well. Where are they? There we go. But I thought, no, too small. They kind of too, I don't know, they lost there. I had these as well. All these wings are from my digital papers. I love them actually. Color scheme works beautiful somehow, but I think they just tiny bit too small. So yes, all these wings and far more, I actually show you, far more, like huge amount of wings for you to find in my store in the digital papers section. So yeah, check them out. There's plenty, and new will come. Of course they will. So then I felt, how about these wings? And I felt, oh, I do like them. I do. And I felt like, this middle, like, I know it's old phone and everything, but how about like a tiny focal point, like Look at it. It's this perfect and freedom because of the wings, because of freedom of expressing yourself in a canvas like that. So I will be slowly gluing these elements together, and then we place it together on the actual canvas. I really think what I like is that we have really found some cute elements that then they can just be like looking super lovely with each other, you know, not so very much obvious. And I'm gonna try to keep it a tiny teensy bitsy 3D-ish kind of, so hopefully this will dry and be a little bit 3D. This one is from this digital paper. It's a Maremi free digi papers, and this is from the actual from this cat. Well, it's not cat, but it's the sweater. So as you can tell, so I caught it, but oh well. But if you have never seen free papers, please check Buy Me Coffee website. It is the website that is providing free papers for you guys, for you, for me, for everyone to be able to use. And you can download, pay zero money, and you can download it and you can use it easily in your art and enjoy it and all. And also I wanted to say that I really wanted for something that will allow everyone to be part of it. And I feel that the digital papers, it's a perfect way for it, because we can all have these digital papers. I know not everyone has the actual printers. If you don't, how about going to post office? How about asking your friends, your neighbors, maybe family member has a printer? Check them out, ask them out. No harm to asking for teensy binsy help. Yeah? Okay, so a little bit of a 3D foam. There we go. And I'm gonna add this somewhere there. I like that. I love that actually. We will have, I actually regret that I didn't glue this one 3D-ish more, but that's okay. Oh, I could have, but maybe no, maybe why not? So I'm gonna do the same thing with this kind of like a housey touch to it. So let's have it maybe like this. Oh, I think it's funky, I think it's cute, I think it's time to use these papers. So many of you have purchased the Antiquario paper pad, and thank you so much. So yeah, thank you, big time thank you, which I hope you will love and enjoy. And actually Antiquario, not only Antiquario, but Scrapyard as well. Here is Scrapyard, here's Antiquario, comes in a smaller pack, smaller paper as well. So whatever feels good for you guys, you can have a look. And let's finish up this with the wings. Do you know, I'm gonna just move this. I'm gonna grab the wings. I think I need a extra little glue. I will just add a touch of I don't know, like this, and quickly the second one, so we can kind of have a look and placing them together. Yes, I think so. I think it works beautiful like that. I'd say so. There we go. Absolutely. Oh, super pretty, super pretty. Okay, now how about a little cardboard going in there as well, and have it a little bit 3D even more. There we go. I'd say it's gonna be super awesome. Now be very mindful with the hot glue gun. I've burnt myself far too many times, so I keep on saying this to everyone. Please be careful, especially that I have burnt myself because the glue was dripping because it was so hot. Some glue guns are hotter than others, so please be careful. Do you know what? Before I'll do that, I'm gonna just grab some white splashes and then add it up. I think the white splashes are gonna be just a beautiful, perfect, tiny finish. And oh, definitely. Maybe I'm gonna just have some paper so my desk is not gonna be right away splashed out, as always is. There we go. Closer up for smaller splashes. Oh, it's not in the middle. Sorry about that. Forgive me that. Forgive me that. I have to concentrate on the edges, Marta, because obviously the middle part will be far more covered because of our gorgeousness focal point, which is super cute. I like the quirkiness, strangeness, and you know, like really kind of being different. I like being different. It's good to be different. It's good to do things different, and it's fine. Don't be afraid to be different. Be yourself. Do things how they feel good for you and all. Okay. I love, love, love it. Okay. Right. And I love that red circle star. I love that red middle thing, the heart. It's just so amazingly beautiful, amazingly beautiful. Okay, some more hot glue. Please be careful, don't burn yourself, and I mean it. Hot glue gun, it's deadly hot. There we go. I stopped as well being very fast in what I do when I hot glue gun things. Now, we just have to double think. Now, one thing is, I'm changing my mind, and I tell you why. I need to get rid of these. Exactly, because otherwise I won't be able to stick anything. Let's try it again. There we go. Yeah, so much better. I hope it will still stick. This is so cute, so pretty, so different. I absolutely adore this. Now lower, higher. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm a huge fan of this project now. Wow. Love, love, love it. Oh, look at it. It's just so gorgeousness. I mean, seriously. I have to say it out loud. It's good to be back to mixed media, isn't it? I think it's somehow it's not so even to my eyes. Maybe it's because the door are not so even, and then oh, it's okay. Oh wow, I really, truly, truly love it. I think this, look how tiny detail can just change your life. Well, change your project life as well sometimes, isn't it? This tiny detail, this tiny red, it's such a perfect, beautiful, tiny, the tiniest focal point used, but how, like, seriously, that's my tiny lesson. Sometimes a spot of color, a dash of, not dash of color, like a jump of color. Look at it. It's not even in that color scheme, but that's exactly why it's so precious. As always, you feel in my voice, you hear when I absolutely love what I made. And this is one of the examples. I truly, truly love this make. I'll show you the project that I have been inspired with, and you will see why I have been jumping into that actual color scheme. It came out a little different because the focal point here is huge and it's covering up a lot. It's a different style, this different type of canvas. We have just a few tiny paper elements here. This project, together with two other that I cannot find right now. No, I don't see them. Otherwise, I would show it to you. I'm just looking quickly if I have I do. Give me 2 seconds. All three projects are also created with actually those waxes, the green wax there, the purple there. So all these are created with the waxes as well and metallic paint. So if you're curious about this make, it's one of the members video. It's the from second level. You can watch it from watermelon level. So the join option to membership, it's next to subscribe button. You can join anytime, cancel anytime. It's not no obligation. You can join in for a month for $5 and just then cancel as well. You can join for $2, whichever suits you guys. But if you're curious how this was made, this is the way. But as I said, when I was making that, you will, even if you ever watch this video, if you decide to join, you will hear that I loved it so much and I felt for this composition color scheme so very much that I said in that particular video I have to use that actual color scheme for the main channel. So this is where this is coming from. I truly adore this makes. Well, I adore them all, but I just love it. I think it's so something cuddly about this project. Anyway, I'm gonna finish here, my gorgeous, beautiful friends. As always, a pleasure to be in your homes. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so very much for always being here. It means the world. Your comments, your support, the fact you watch my videos, share them, and hugging me in every comment. It's just amazing. We are one, not small, huge YouTube family here. That it's my world. It's like my third baby. You are my third baby. That's the honest truth. So I will finish here, sadly, and I'm gonna have to say goodbye to you. Stay safe, stay happy. Please mind yourself and your loved ones. Be kind to one to another, always, no matter where. In the real life, in the internet life, it's so super important. And I hope you carry this message as I am trying to carry it. And thank you. I love you. I miss you already, but I do have to go. Till the next time, happy painting, happy mixed media, my friends. And I'll chat to you super very soon. Bye.